This is going to be a fast one. I'm going to get straight into it. I need to get back. I'm cold. Why would the Greeks, why would the Catholics say their people are not allowed to join Freemasonry? Majority of them. I can't say that. Alright, I'm sorry. Not a majority of them are. If I had to guess, I would say. I'm just going to say there's definitely large amounts of people in the church, maybe not specifically Catholics, but I bet there is in Freemasonry. That's why they're saying it. Well, why would that be? Why would that be? Why would Freemasonry and Catholicism be separate? And why would they take the time to say it on the news? I'm going to walk for a second and tell you. Imagine all this symbolism, right? We see everything is made up of symbols, but especially when it comes to like secret societies and organized religions like Catholicism, it's all about symbolism. Those symbolisms, the symbolism is signatures, and the signatures are from where the puppet strings lead to. These are the archons. This is who, went to Nibiru and upgraded the Nibiruans the same way that the Nibiruans came here and upgraded the people. But if you want to call it an upgrade, we were, according to what I can understand, we were functioning at a higher level, but with less self-awareness, like an animal more. And then they came. Well, they're not all unified. Like if you go back and you start reading any of these tablets and stuff, these are archetype names. These are disembodied light beings who are pulling puppet strings through things like Catholicism and Freemasonry and politicians and doctors, all of it. All the symbolism. I mean, look at the medical symbol. But it's every single aspect of life here. These symbols identify where the strings go back to. We only see where the strings lead to here, meaning like our corrupt leadership. But their thoughts are coming from somewhere. They're being controlled, but they're not all being controlled by the same one. So that's why you see things like, hey, mainstream media articles, you see things like, hey, Catholics, you're not allowed in Freemasonry. Catholics, Freemasonry is grave sin. Well, this is the same thing as when they said, make sure you say amen after all your prayers. Amen. Well, there's somebody who was trying to name themselves after the sun, who was really just a disembodied light being who wanted to be referred to as Amen Ra or Marduk. These are titles, these are what they wanted to be called. That's not what they really are. They really are archons. And then what will happen is if we keep going through this, we will end up upgrading, if you want to call it that. We will end up updating our own software to the point where we won't be able to be contained in bodies anymore. So then we will probably end up setting the stage or finding the stage set for another group of they're not just bodies, but they also are like one spirit, one consciousness in a population. Like all white-tailed deer are on the same train of thought. Well, so were people. So were the Nibiruans before the Archons came to them and upgraded them, and then they became disembodied and they came here and upgraded us. And we're about to go through the same phase, and I'm guessing we'll find somebody to do it to next. It seems to be like almost like a virus. But the virus has a physical representation here on the planet. It's called mycelium. It's actually like an invasion, but it's like it's a neural network that is producing what we're seeing as reality, but it's also not what was originally established. So I just wanted to speak on that news article a little bit on why I think the Pope and the Vatican are so serious about making sure it's in mainstream media for everybody to see that Catholics are not allowed to join Freemasonry. The reason being is because they serve a different God. And that God is real, and it's a being, and these people don't get along, if you want to call them people. So it's like, hey, some of my guys are going with your guys and shit like that. That's what it like. We're a video game here, or we're a board game, more like it, because they're not. Our technology, the reality is not advanced enough to call this a video game. This is a board game, and we're the players, and we get thrown back in the box when it's over. Be a good idea to come up with a plan while it's still going on this time. Stay up.